And new at 4:30 that the water you drink from your tap could be at risk if the city of Houston cannot update aging infrastructure.
Yeah, millions of people rely on water from one plant, and officials say it's time to replace it or potentially face things like water outages. Victor Jacobo got a tour of the facility and tells us more about the race to upgrade critical infrastructure.
This right here is Houston's water treatment plant. By the time the water gets here, you'll be drinking it at home within a few hours. But officials say the city faces an urgent need to move on from this more than 70-year-old facility and update aging infrastructure. And in order to fund that, they're seeking state and federal dollars.
You'll see a crack in the sidewalls.
On a tour of the East Water Purification Plant,
Those kind of major infrastructure issues, they can cause real problems.
Public Works leaders highlighted the need to replace a facility built back in 1954 when Houston's population was just over 500,000. Now, more than 5 million people in the Houston area rely on this plant for water. Houston water officials say the aging infrastructure increases the risk of issues like water outages.
If we have an issue where we have a catastrophic failure of our system that impacts oil production, impacts the medical center, impacts the port, that's an impact that's going to be felt nationwide.
Because of that, Houston Public Works says it needs a total investment of about $6 billion for a new water treatment facility and its expansion, and $9 billion to comply with the wastewater consent decree. That requires a collaborative effort between Houston, Austin, and Washington.
The more outside assistance we can get, whether that is state or federal, the less pressure it'll put on local ratepayers to have to pay for those kinds of investments.
Public Works officials say efforts are ongoing to acquire the funding needed, but there's an urgency to move forward as quickly as possible to make sure your drinking water is safe and reliable.
The longer it takes, the more risk there is.
Leaders with Houston Public Works say that if they were to start tomorrow, the total time it would take to build the new facility would take about 9 years. Reporting from the city of Houston's water treatment plant, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.